Okay, so now tell me if you have any question, the things we have discussed as of now, introvert or extrovert. If you have any question, anyone.
आप बोलते सुन लेता है, हम भी बोला भी सुन, आवाज फुल कर दो.
Anyone have any question? Introvert, extrovert, personality types. Okay, so let us just check the other characteristics of the extrovert. So these extroverts are generally tend to be more actively participating in the larger groups than introvert. And this does not only mean that they love people. Extrovert people leaders are more likely to be felt threatened when employees champions new vision. Like as you have told that the extroverts people love to interact with the people or handle people who are very much submissive. They always want suggestion from him or her. Okay, and they are not proactive in nature. But if the extrovert leaders actually find their employees to be people champion and they are becoming a change agent, so they don't like that. They don't like that. They feel threatened. They think that their position will be taken by these people. So extrovert people are actually being threatened by other extrovert people. So they like people who are very much submissive. They are going to listen to them, work according to their wish. So that is the fundamental concept of, another characteristics of the extrovert people. Okay, extrovert people. Now, how easily you can identify a person who is an introvert or an extrovert? Like say, for example, if it is a drawing room and there are 7-8 people who are sitting and there is a television which is switched on. Now, how easily you can identify who is the most introvert people in the room? Are you getting my point? There is a drawing room. There is a television set which is switched on. There are 7, 8, 10 people are sitting in the drawing room. Now, how by observing their idea, observing themselves, their behavior, their attitude, how can easily you can identify who is the most introvert people in that particular room?
One who only watches the TV.
Who is shy, sir, who does not express anything in front of other.
Right, right, very good. Right. Actually, the person who is having the remote in their hand, who is changing the channel. So this is the person who is an extrovert because he is trying to concentrate on the television. Rather, he is not able to communicate with the people. Okay. So that is called that is one of the characteristics you can easily identify. The person who are very much active in the social media, especially in the Facebook. Very active. I mean, they are having a lot of friends, every day they are posting something. Do you think, I mean, whether they are an introvert or an extrovert? What do you think?
So I think they're introverts.
Generally, the people, generally it is so, through a research data, it has been identified. The people who are very much active in the social media are very much introvert in nature because of the fact they are not having real life friends. They are not having real life friends. So they are spending, like say, for example, during any kind of celebration like Durga Puja or something like that, the person who was, posting a lot of things, there are different kind of thoughts. It is not, I'm not talking about the pictures of pandal hopping. It is giving a lot of sharing different posts and etc. So that means they are introvert in nature. They are having their lack of, the real life friends. So generally it happens, but again, I'm telling it is by observing only one attitude or one characteristics, it is very difficult to tell whether a person is an introvert or extrovert. So there are several questions. I'll be sharing that link in the group, so you can just take the test and check that whether you are an introvert or extrovert. Some of you may become an ambivert also. It depends on your characteristics. Sometimes you may be thinking you are an introvert, but actually maybe you are an extrovert, and the vice versa is also true. You may be thinking you are an extrovert, but maybe you are an introvert. Okay, sometimes it may happen actually. So, but as I have told that both the introvert and the extrovert are required in an organization. Both the people are required in different, so in different situations, different kind of people are required. So it's a very common question in your examination and in the interviews also, that which kind of personality traits is required in an organization. Okay, so you have to tell, both the kind of all the kind of personalities are required in the organizations, because different job profile require different kind of skill sets. So different people are having different personalities, and they are having different kind of skill sets. So that's the reason, all the kind of personalities are required in an organization. Some jobs, like in sales or marketing job, where you have to interact with the people on a regular basis, so automatically the extrovert people will be getting preference, but does not mean that the introvert people cannot do the job. But however, there are certain kind of jobs where lot of concentration is required and lot of individualistic decision making is required. So in that particular job, probably introvert personalities are required. So that is the thing we need to understand. So that is the reason, nowadays all the interview processes, the last round nowadays is called the personality test. So they will be giving you similar kind of question, and they will try to understand your personality, whether your personality is matching with that particular job. Maybe you will be finding you have cracked GDPI, the written test, everything you have cleared, but some people have not got the job. They have been rejected. It may be because of the fact that your personality is not matching, though your aptitude is excellent, your communication is excellent, everything is fine, but your personality is not matching with the particular job that is being offered. So that is the reason company have rejected you. So there is a possibility, right? So that is the concept of these things. I mean, matching the personality. So that's why there are several companies who are doing personality tests during the selection process. But in most of the companies, this personality test is not an elimination process. They just want to check the personality, and thereby they will act accordingly. Okay, say for example, they have found that you are having very much introvertness, but you are a very good employee. So through this personality test, they have identified that your personality type is the introvert, but they can provide some training exercises so that you can become little bit extrovert as well, or you can flex accordingly. So that's the fundamental concept. So that's why our answer would be that both the kind of personalities are required in an organization, both introvert and the extrovert. Right. Now tell me if you have any question. Anyone having any question? Okay. So if you have been asked to differentiate between introvert and the extrovert, you can just simply refer to this particular picture. This is self-explanatory. Introvert will be telling that let's stay in. Introvert. Extrovert will be telling let's go out. I think things through before speaking or acting. I like to act or speak before thinking. That is a basic difference. I don't like small talk. I can easily talk to anyone. I communicate between in writing than in person. I like to be around a lot of people. I don't like sudden changes. I seek adventure. I like to spend the time alone or with people I am comfortable with. I like to keep myself busy, or else I get bored easily. So this is the basic difference between the introvert and extrovert. Okay. So this is another characteristics you can say, that is I enjoy spending time with others, enjoy spending time alone. So I am outgoing, I am reserved. Prefer to work in teams, prefer to work independently. Likes to talk things out with others, and the likes to process internally. So this is the basic difference between the introvert and the extrovert. So from this particular chapter, if you are thinking from the examination point of view, your questions may be who is an introvert, who is an extrovert, what are the characteristics of introvert, what are the characteristics of extrovert, and the difference between introvert and the extrovert, right? So these are the things. So now tell me if you have any question, anything based on this topic, introvert and the extrovert.
So,
স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো। Yes.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, স্যার আপনি বললেন না একজন যে স্মোক করে না, বাকিরা সবাই স্মোক করে, তো আমাকে কি স্মোক করতেই হবে তাহলে?
করতে হবে না, সেটাই তো বললাম যে you are not doing bad, right? Being non-smoker is good, right? So that's why you would be feeling superior, not them, because they are doing something bad. That is the idea.
Yes. করতেছে।
So,
Yes.
hello.
Yes, tell me.
So, আমি বলছিলাম যে for introvert we have to talk like introverts, and to talk with extrovert we have to talk like extroverts.
Right.
So, sir, ambivert এর জায়গাতে কি হবে?
না,
Because they
অ্যাম্বিভার্ট
have
অ্যাম্বিভার্টদের ক্ষেত্রে তো সুবিধা, কারণ অ্যাম্বিভার্ট the people are having both the type of characteristics, introvert and the extrovert, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is easier for them to communicate with anybody because they are having both the characteristics, so they can understand easily.
So basically, I am like an ambivert. So
Okay.
at some situations I behave like introvert. At some situations I behave like extrovert. Depend on my mental condition at that point of time. So like it's not like মানে এটা তো কোনো গ্যারান্টি নেই যে কোন টাইমে তার মুডটা কিরকম থাকবে।
না, এটা আমাদের যেটা দেখতে হবে সেটা হচ্ছে with whom we are talking, because if you are an ambivert, it is a good for you because you are having both the characteristics, both the introvert and the extrovert. Now you need to understand the person with whom you are talking. If you are talking with an introvert, so that introvert kind of characteristics you should bring that out and talk to them. And if you are talking with an extrovert, you have to the little bit extrovert in nature and show the characteristics of the extrovert. So that we need to understand actually. আমাদের যে characteristics that we need to understand clearly whether I am an introvert and an extrovert. Like say for example, I personally know I am an introvert. So in a situation where the more extrovert people are there, how I need to behave, because by nature I am an introvert. So mixing with introvert people, I don't have any problem. I don't have to flex. But whenever I will be meeting with an extrovert people, I have to think it that yes, now I have to behave like this because this is the behavior that is expected. So we need to do that. Right?
Okay,
so in that way you need to do. Yes.
So আরেকটা কোশ্চেন ছিল। So বলছিলাম মানে একটা টাইপের ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক হয় যেটা আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারছি না যে ওটা ইন্ট্রোভার্ট আর এক্সট্রোভার্ট। স্যার অনেক টাইম মানে কিছুগুলো লোক থাকে যারা যাদের সাথে কথা বললে ফার্স্ট অফ অল দে ডোন্ট টক ইন দ্য ফার্স্ট হ্যান্ড, কিন্তু তারপরে যদি কোনো দরকারের কথা হয় তখনই কথা বলে, এবং যখনই কথা বলে তো কথাটার মধ্যে এমন একটা ভঙ্গিমা থাকে যাতে ওরা নিজেকে একটু সুপিরিয়র দেখাতে চায়, মানে অহংকারের সাথে।
Right.
So
actually,
what type of people are there?
It is not only related to introvert or the extrovert. Introvert or the extrovert, so one kind of characteristics that we are discussing today. Later on, we will be discussing a lot of other characteristics. So that we know there is a mixture of personality because every individual are having combination of 4 different personality. Okay, so that we need to understand that what is that particular combination. Now this introvert and the extrovert is a one category only, one particular category. Apart from that, there are several other categories. So if there are people, you are right that there are people who are basically narcissist in nature, so who are always feeling proud about themselves. Okay, who are feeling proud about their achievement. In our next class we will be discussing about the type A and the type B personality. So we will be finding that one kind of person is there who is very much interested to talk about their success, achievement. Okay, so
Yes,
we need
sir.
to understand. So if you want to satisfy them, you have to appreciate their achievements. So then they will be feeling motivated to talk to you because they always want to share their achievements with the public. Okay, but there are people, they don't want to share their achievement in public until and unless they are very much forced to discuss. So that is also two different kind of personalities. Not all the people want to showcase their achievements in the social media or in the society, but there are people who always want to showcase that, right? Like say for example, probably you have heard about this this vaccine scam in West Bengal. His name is Mr. Debanjan, I guess. That if you have gone through his personality, I mean from the different news media, one of the typical characteristics of him is to showing off in the society. That is why he wanted to show off that he is a IAS officer by spending money from his pocket. Okay, so that characteristics was very much prominent from his childhood, from his school or the college life. His friends was giving an interview that he was very fond of throwing parties, success party. Now what about the success? He never got any success. but he wanted to showcase that he got success, that he has been rewarded with the first prize of a particular competition, this prize, that prize, and he used to purchase those kind of mementos of his own, and used to invite his friends and showing that this memento I have got, this is the first prize I have got, so that's why I'm throwing this success party. So understand, he is not successful, he has not got anything, but he wanted to show that he has got a lot of things. So that is the reason he purchased those prizes of his own and throwing success party. So this is a typical personality type, that who always wanted to show, they have discussed their achievement, they always wanted to be the center of attention. So that's why he always wanted to do that, right? So that's why that's the basic idea actually.
Yes, sir.
Right, so we need to understand, throughout the practice, it is not that very much easy to understand the other personality instantly. So throughout the practice, throughout your experiences, you will be able to understand by their behavior, by the way they are talking, by the way they are behaving. Probably in the communications class you will be studying that our communication mainly comprises of our facial expression, mainly facial expressions and the body languages rather than the words we are talking. So we need to check both the things, both the words as well as the facial expression and the body languages, so that you will be able to understand that actually what they are trying to say, right? So in a topic we will be studying that is called transactional analysis. So you'll be able to understand that actually people saying something, but they wanted to say something. So that we need to understand actually and analyze the thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for attending the class. We'll be, let us just call it for a day, because you are having another class probably from 11:45. So we'll be again connecting in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.